to the Noble Beard. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is blessed. I hope you've all had a good weekend, particularly those who are from the UK. I hope you had a nice bank holiday. We had a bank holiday due to the king being being crowned, basically the king and the queen of England. So yeah, we had a nice bank holiday. Lovely weather this Sunday. Probably the first proper bit of sun that we've had, particularly in London, in a long time. So you know, I made the most of it, me and my brothers. So yeah, we had a great time. I also got to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I don't want to go into any details because I don't want to spoil it, and I'm worried that I would spoil it. I will just say this: the film is absolutely spectacular. One of the most powerful and emotional Marvel films I've seen in a long time. Yeah, even just thinking about it, it's getting my chest pumping. It was an amazing film, spectacular. I'll give it a calm 9 out of 10, definitely. So today we're going to be reacting to Oppenheimer. It's a new trailer that dropped, I believe, today or yesterday. It's a new film by Christopher Nolan, based on the story of the man who invented the nuclear bomb, I believe, or the atomic bomb. And I'm down for anything that Christopher Nolan makes. I've been a big fan of Christopher Nolan since the Batman trilogy. I know he also helped to produce Man of Steel. I'm a big fan of that as well, as you all know. And also his films after that, Inception. He done more recently Tenet. But for me, my number one film of all time is Interstellar. That film there is for me my number one film. That's my go-to film. So yeah, big up Christopher Nolan. So I'm very excited for this film. I find the subject of how they came about the atomic bomb and the whole nuclear arms race, I find it very fascinating how we as a human race could develop weapons that can wipe out the entire human race, you know. So yeah, I'm very excited about this film. And I did see the first trailer at the cinema, so no point of reacting to it here because I've already seen it. But this is the new trailer, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So we're going to check this out now, and we'll see what Christopher Nolan is saying with this new film.
This is a national emergency. Detonator charged.
Nolan is back.
We're in a race against the Nazis.
Why is the subtitles on?
And I know what it means.
It's just stuff.
If the Nazis have a bomb.
We have a 12-month head start.
18.
How could you possibly know that?
We've got one hope. All America's industrial might and scientific innovation connected here. A secret laboratory. Keep everyone there until it's done.
Let's go recruit some scientists.
Build a town, build it fast. If we don't let scientists bring their families, we'll never get the best.
Why would we go to the middle of nowhere for who knows how long?
Why? Why? How about because this is the most important thing to ever happen in the history of the world?
Einstein.
You're the great improviser, but this you can't do in your head.
Are we saying there's a chance that when we push that button, we destroy the world? Chances are near zero. Near zero. What do you want from theory alone? Zero would be nice.
That's crazy.
This is a matter of life or death. I can perform this miracle. World War II would be over. Our boys would come home.
That's happening, isn't it?
The world will remember this day. Our work here will ensure a peace mankind has never seen. Until somebody builds a bigger one.
You are the man who gave them the power to destroy themselves. And the world is not prepared.
4, 3,
Truman needs to know what's next.
2,
What's next?
1.
Yeah, that looks like a serious film. Serious film. Can't remember the name of the group of scientists who were involved in developing the atomic bomb. I know Einstein, I don't think he was a part of the group, but he was definitely a consultant of some kind. But from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of the scientists were, when they saw what they had made, were devastated. Were like, yeah, we done messed up here, you know. And like he was saying, until someone develops a bigger bomb. And it so turned out that at the time, the future enemy, the Russians, they eventually developed the Tsar bomber. If you don't know about the Tsar bomber, TSAR, I advise you to go and check that out. The complete destruction that that thing was capable of. Thankfully, it was only tested once by the Russians, and it was so powerful. I believe the shockwave circulated the whole circumference of the planet, you know, a few times, and it penetrated the stratosphere. You know, the explosion. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this film. Like I said, I'm down for anything by Christopher Nolan. He hasn't made a bad film yet, in my opinion. My only complaint with the last one he done, Tenet, I found it very hard when I was in the cinema watching it to understand what a lot of the characters are saying, because of how he deliberately altered the sound. And it wasn't until I was able to get it on home release that I could get the subtitles and be like, oh yeah, that's what it's saying. To be honest with you, I think I'm half deaf. To me, when people are talking, unless I can see their mouths, I sometimes find it very hard for them to I find it very hard to understand what they're saying, which is a bit awkward when you're working in a healthcare environment during the coronavirus lockdown and everyone's wearing masks. So but I got through. I'm still here, still got my job. So yeah. So besides that, I've got no complaints whatsoever with any Christopher Nolan film, and I was absolutely ecstatic when I found out that he was a producer for Man of Steel as well. So and in my opinion, it's the best Superman film ever made. And I grew up in the 80s with Christopher Reeve, so yeah, Christopher Nolan is definitely the one. I'm very excited for this film. July is going to be dropping, the end of the July. So yeah, I will definitely be in IMAX. Is it filmed in IMAX? Yes, I will definitely be in IMAX when that film is released. Pretty sure my bro Scott will be with me as well. He's equally a big Christopher Nolan fan, and we've caught the last film anyway. We watched Tenet in the cinema, so we're definitely gonna catch this one. So yeah, don't think I'm gonna replay that one. That was powerful enough for me. on the first viewing. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here now. I hope you all have a good night. Hope you stay blessed. Peace.